Hello everyone, CatWeazle here, welcome to the channel and welcome back to Arkham Horror, A Deal with the Devil, where we're on turn 4. Quick reminder of where we're up to and where everybody is. Now our first player this turn is going to be Sister Mary. She's at the Historical Society. She'll be followed by a Catchy on Yele, who is in the second half of the Great Hall of Celiano, but she'll be coming out this turn. Then it is Carolyn Fern, who is up here at Arkham Asylum. And finally, we have Trish Scarborough, who is going to move to the second part of Another Dimension. We've got 4 gates open. We've got one at Waitley Farm in Dunwich. We've got one at Hibbs Roadhouse that is guarded by a crawling one. We've got an unguarded gate at the Science Building. And we have another unguarded gate at the Woods, although we do have a Yithian in Uptown that is being a pain in the bum. So, what else is there? Oh yes, there's a rumour. We have a rumour, but it's a doddle. I got a bit excited last turn where I was just going like balmy, but the fact is it's a doddle. And in fact, I'm not going to resolve it either. I'm not going to let it go off, but I'm not going to resolve it. I think we can keep it going. So anytime we add a clue because of a gate opening, we'll just cast a spell. And if we keep the rumour going, then if we get any other rumours, then they don't go on the board. So I think that is a good rumour to keep in play until the end of the game, if we can manage it. So I read somewhere actually on BGG, I think somebody was talking about what were the worst rumours to get, and generally the idea was that the lurker at the threshold rumours were a real doddle, so I think we've lucked out. So we'll keep that nice rumour because it's not causing us any problems whatsoever as it stands at the moment, so that is funky. Right, so that's it for where we are up to, so let's get across to the upkeep phase. And here we are with Sister Mary. So first thing, she's got a roll for her blessing, so let's get that out of the way. She gets a 6, she's amazing. So she keeps a blessing. The longer she keeps a blessing, the more useful she is to us. But she's doing a grand job. She is doing a fantastic job. Now that she kept a blessing, what we're going to do with Sister Mary is she is going to go all the way up to Hibbs Roadhouse. So I know I said, like, I considered it, and then I said I was going back to the Woods. But thinking about it again, and taking advice from you guys, I do think that my first instinct, which was to go up to Hibbs Roadhouse, was correct. So we'll need to use her 1 focus to get her up to 4 speed. So she's got 4 speed plus 1 speed from Richard Upton, I've Got No Shirt On, and that will give her enough movement points to get to Hibbs Roadhouse. That does mean that she's going to have to take on the crawling one. Now the crawling one has got -3 on its horror check. She's got a will of 4, but we do have the cross. Now the cross doesn't have to be equipped for the horror check. It only has to be equipped when it's being used for combat against undead. Otherwise she can just wear it round her neck and she still gets the horror check bonus. So that means she'll get 2 dice. She's blessed, so hopefully she'll pass the horror check. Even if she doesn't, she has got enough sanity to take the hit. I think it's 3. Then we'll obviously have that laugh where we've got a roll for the fight modifier. So I think what we're going to do is she's going to unequip the shotgun, and she's actually going to equip the holy water, which is magical. Now she could have kept the shotgun. Although it's physically resistant, the crawling one, we have Richard Upton, I've Got No Shirt On, and physical resistance is ignored when he's your ally. But I think +6, and I think we'll go for it. I'm just going to hope that we don't roll a 6, is what I'm going to hope. So we only need 1 success, remember. So what we're going to do, we'll give ourselves +6 fight dice, and hopefully we won't roll too many for the actual crawling one, and we have got a shed load of clues, so let's go for it. We'll do it that way. The holy water's a bit meh anyway, because you just discard it after you've used it, so let's use it on this monster. Right, I think that's it. We've got flesh ward as well, just in case things don't work out, so I think that is pretty cool. Right, that is it for Sister Mary. Next up, a catchy on yellow. And here we are with a catchy. Now, she's going to be coming out of the Great Hall of Celiano, and she's going back to the science building. So what we need to do is make sure that she has her law up at 5. She does. That's what she's going to use to close the gate. Now, the gate is a -1 gate, so she'll get 4 dice. Now, normally, it'd be -3 because of the Herald, but because of her secret rights ability, then... because of her secret rights ability, that means that the Herald's modifiers are cancelled out. So she will get 4 dice, but remember, she will need 2 successes. We're just trying to close the gate, so we've got a couple of clue tokens we can use to get the second success, because hopefully we'll roll at least 1, he says. But, well, we'll have to see how we go on, because if we fail to shut the gate first turn, we will lose a sanity. We've got plenty of sanity, but I'd rather not lose the sanity. So that's what we're going to do. I don't think we're going to use a focus on anything else. No, we'll keep it like that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So she's going to come out, she's going to roll 4 dice, and we've got to get 2 successes. So easy peasy. I don't think she's going to use intervene, but if we have to, if Sister Mary gets there, we roll for, what is it, the crawling one, and it gets a 6, then she will actually cast intervene to try and get 3 extra dice. But we'll see how it goes on. We'll see how Sister Mary gets on. Right, Carolyn Fern, she's next. What is she going to do? Well, she's currently in Arkham Asylum, and it's the upkeep phase now. It is now the upkeep phase, so let's have a look at her personal story. If Carolyn is at Arkham Asylum, she is. During the upkeep phase, she is. She may spend $15 to place Cured in play. Well, not only does she have $15, she's actually got 17, because she gets 2 for a retainer, so we'll leave 2. And we'll put the rest back in the supply. So she has now paid that. Let's see what Cured is. And here it is. Cured. The bribe worked, and Carolyn quickly began cross-referencing names, dates and room numbers. She not only identified her patient's murderer, she discovered fresh information regarding the dark events in Arkham. Carolyn immediately gains 3 clue tokens and is blessed. That is brilliant stuff. So let's pop that back in there. That is cool. She's blessed. Fantastic. And 3 clue tokens. She can now seal a gate, which is good. So how many she got? She's got 7 altogether now. That is excellent. So brilliant stuff. So, oh, and because she's blessed, we get an extra clue. We use an extra clue token as a marker. This is going on the personal story of Sister Mary. We need 1 more investigator to get blessed, and Sister Mary will complete her personal story. So that's pretty cool as well. Right, before we carry on though, we have got to roll for the retainer, which we could do with keeping. And we do, so that's excellent. So she keeps a retainer, so it's a guaranteed $2 next turn. And if she can keep that retainer, she can become sort of our shopper. She can be our designated shopper. So that is good news. Now, where's she going to go? she's completed all that, she's completed her personal story, she's on fire, and what's she going to do? Well, she's just going to move 2 spaces, because she's going to go to the bank. Let's go to the bank, let's get a loan, we need cash. Taking a bit of a risk, I'm hoping she keeps a retainer for another couple of turns. We're going to get $10, and then we're going to head to the curiosity shop and try and get us another elder sign baby. So let's go for it. Okay, so that's Carolyn, and I don't think we need to do any more with her. We're not changing any of her focus or anything, so that is fine. Righto, so it's our last player, Trish Scarborough. And here we are with Trish. First things first, we've got to move all her sliders down here. And then we've got 5 slider movements that we can use. So she's going to be in the second half of another dimension, so let's get her look up again. It worked really well last time. So that's 1, 2, 3. She's got another 2 to go. So again, we'll get a fight and a sneak. Up a wee bit. So that looks very, very cool indeed. That's the wrong way around. OCD, kicking it in. Right, there we go. Oh, one other thing. I meant to mention it when I was doing a catchy. She now has 3 stamina like she should have. I put a 4 stamina token on when she got Billy Brinton by mistake. Obviously, she can go up to 4 now, but she has to get that sanity first. She doesn't automatically go from 3 to 4 once she gets Billy Brinton. She actually has to recover it. So she is actually on 3 stamina. Right, but back to Trish. Yep, she's second half of another dimension. We've sorted that out. She's got a sledgehammer, because I think that's a little bit better than her revolver. Is there anything else we need to do with her? No, that is it for her. So that is it for the upkeep phase. Let's get on to the movement phase. It's a big turn for Sister Mary. And here's Sister Mary. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She used her 4 speed plus the extra speed she gets from Richard, which means she's got to deal with Mr. Crawling One. So let's zoom in and let battle commence. And here we are with Sister Mary. So let's have a quick look at the Crawling One. So before we sort its combat modifier out, come on. Right, finally focused. We've got to do the horror check. So it's -3. She's got a will of 4, so that's 1 die, but she also gets an extra 1 because of the cross. The cross doesn't have to be, as I mentioned, it doesn't have to be equipped for the horror check. So we need a 4 or better with 2 dice. We get 2 successes, because we rock. Woo! Right, so we've done the horror check, that can go back. Next up, it is the actual check for combat. So we've got to find out what X is. Before making a combat check against Crawling One, roll a die. X is equal to the result of the die roll. So we need a low roll. Righto, come on. Low. A 1. Yay! So we've got a 1. Brilliant. So it's only -1. We're using the holy water. That'll give us 5 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got a host of clues. We only need 1 success. We got 4 successes. It just went up in a puff of smoke. Brilliant. So only had 1 toughness. So fantastic. So she gets that as a trophy. We get a monster stand back for Arkham. And we can discard the holy water. So we'll get rid of that. Oh, I've moved where my cards are. Right, okay. So she's done that. She rocks. Yeah, Sister Mary, she's brilliant. Don't know what everybody's going on about. Okay. So she has passed. That is brilliant news. Next up, we have a catchy on Yellow. And here's a catchy. And she is going to move to the science building. Excellente. That's it for her. Next is Carolyn Fern. We can zoom in a bit on Carolyn. She's going to go 1, 2 to the Bank of Arkham. Good stuff. And last, but by no means least, we've got Trish Scarborough. And here's Trish. She just moves to the second half of another dimension. That is it for the movement phase. Let's get on with the Arkham encounter phase. Here we are with Sister Mary, and she's getting sucked through the gate, and she's going to another time, which is over on the Dunwich board. We shall see her shortly in the Otherworld encounter phase. But for now, let's get to a catchy on Yellow. Can she shut this gate? Let's get to the science building. And here's a catchy at the science building. It's a -1 gate. So she's got 5 law, that's what she's going to try and shut it with, which goes down to 4 dice. The lurker at the threshold herald will put a -1 on it, but because of her special ability, she cancels that out. So she will get 4 dice. She has got 2 clue tokens. Remember, because it's Yogg, we need 2 successes. Come on, I catch it. Oh, she hasn't got any successes. Right. Oh, God. Come on. Right, we're going to spend 1 clue token. Try and get a success. No. So we lost 1 clue token. I'm obviously not going to spend another clue token because we need 2 successes. So that's why I only spent 1. I was only going to spend 1 at a time. So we've lost a clue token, and we've also lost a sanity because we didn't shut the gate. So she's down to 5 sanity. Well, let's sort that out. Right, she's at 5 sanity. Okay, that's a bit of a blow, but she'll try again next turn. Also, it's not as bad as it might be because she's going to stay here next turn. That means she can use all her movement points in order to try... Oh, I'll tell you what I did forget. She can use all those movement points to actually use one of her, like, Cult the Ghoul or the Ancient Tablet. We'll probably use the Ancient Tablet and try again. So because if we do well with the Ancient Tablet, we may get a few clues off that. So bit of a blow, but never mind. Right, damn it. So that's it for a catchy. Let me down, a catchy. After her is Carolyn Fern, who is up at the Bank of Arkham. Here's Carolyn. She's not going to have an encounter because she is going to take a bank loan. So here we go, bank loan. We're going to gain $10, and then upkeep we have to roll a die. And a 1 or a 3, we've got to pay $1 back. But if we get a 4 to 6, we don't. So hopefully she will keep her retainer for some time. We will go at the curiosity shop and we will try and find an elder sign, I think. So $10 and a bank loan. There we go. So she's now got $12. Okie dokie. Right, that is it for her. And last... Oh, no, because it's the Arkham encounter phase, so Trish we don't do till the next phase. And the next phase is the Otherworld encounter phase. And we'll still have to wait a little while for Trish because Sister Mary is in front of her. Sister Mary's here at another time. So that is a green or a red gate card. A blue is no good. A green is fine. City of the Great Race, Plateau of Length, so it's an other. You are beginning to understand the strange creatures here. Gain 1 clue token. Woohoo! We have been very lucky with our Otherworld encounters. Well, apart from that one where we got delayed. But other than that, she's got a clue token. Brilliant stuff. Right, let me dig one out. Surprised, she's on 10 clues now. She can shut 2 gates. She can seal 2 gates. Woo! So that is it for Sister Mary. Let's get across to another dimension and see how the lovely Trish goes on. And here's Trish. Any card, it's any colour. So top card, it's a yellow, relay, Yuggoth, so it's going to be other. A ghastly monster appears, we might have guessed. Trish is not the person to go into other worlds. She doesn't seem to have much luck. So we'll pull a monster. Hopefully we'll be able to sneak by it, because our sneak is quite high. So let's have a go. Let's get right to the bottom. Pull one out. What have we got? A Mygo. -2 to sneak by. Ooh, it's a bit of a doddle though, and we could draw a unique item. Let us have a think. So we've got a Mygo. So it'll be -1 on a horror check. Her will is at 1. So that's a bit of a blow. So she'd lose 2 sanity, but she could afford to lose 2 sanity. That's fine. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Carolyn Fern at Upkeep should have recovered 1 of her sanity. Damn! Okay, I'll remember that for next time. Right, forget that. Forget it again. Right, so she loses 2. And then she's got +0, and she only needs to get 1 success. She's currently got the sledgehammer. Yeah, she's going to fight it. So she's going to fight it. She's going to automatically fail the sanity check. So she's going to lose 2 sanity, which puts her down to 4 sanity. But then she's going to take it on. So she's got a sledgehammer, which is +3. Her fight is 3, so that's 6 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, +1 for the sledgehammer. You get +1 to your fight, so that's 7. That's +0. Come on. Need 1 success. Blimey, we only got 2. So I hope these white dice buddy warm up before Akachi has another go at shutting that gate at the science building. Right, okay, but we killed the Mygo, which now goes back into the box, but we do draw a unique item. Put the Mygo there. Get the unique item deck. Suffice to say, it'd be nice if we got yet another Elder Sign. So make sure we give it a bit of a shuffle. Come on. Ooh, the Book of Dizyan. What a load of rubbish. If I recall correctly, this is bobbins. Exhaust and spend 2 movement points to make a law -1 check. If you pass, draw 1 spell, lose 1 sanity, and put 1 stamina token from the book. From the bank on the Book of Dizyan. There are 2 stamina tokens on it, then you discard it. Basically, you get 2 goes to get a spell. Ah, well. Not ideal. Certainly isn't an Elder Sign. But it's better than a slap across the belly with a wet kipper. Okay, right. So, lost 2 sanity for that. Urgh. Right. Let's discard that. And let's put these back into the holder. Okay, right, so that is it for Trish. That is it for the Otherworld encounter phase. Let's get to the laugh and chuckle phase. And here we are at the laugh and chuckles phase. So put this over here. Righto. So let's see what we get. We've got 4 gates open. We're probably going to get 5 open. What a nightmare. Oh. If that's going to happen, make sure we have got the Reckoning deck with us. Right, what have we got? Big Storm sweeps Arkham. We've got a gate at Independence Square. Right, we'll get rid of that a bit. So we've got a gate opening at Independence Square. We'll put that up there. That's our 5th gate. 5th Doom token. What gate have we got? Oh, another +0. Thank God for that. Another dimension again. Well, we're having real laughs down there. Moving gate. Oh my god, it's a moving gate. We're going to have to sort it out very quickly indeed. But, depending on what monster gets in the way, we may be able to send Carolyn Fern in here. So that goes in there. Alright, let's pick the monster. We need something easy, like a maniac. Come on, something easy. A vampire is not easy. Oh, 2 toughness. Physically resistant. Oh, cobblers. Could have done without that. That is bad. Right. Oh. That vampire's going to be a pain, but... Oh, it's a crescent monster, so it is going to move. It is going to move, and it's going to trap Carolyn in the Bank of Arkham. Oh, I think I saw what's it movement. We get a clue at the unnameable. Did I move it? Did I move the clue anywhere? Oh no, she picked it up, didn't she? She picked it up, that's why. The clue wasn't there. So, where was it? The unnameable gets 2 clues. Again, Trish is going to have to hurry up and get 2 clues from an encounter, otherwise she's going to fail a personal story. Keep those there. Put that on top so I remember. And, oh, put that on top of there so I remember. Monster movement, yes. Crescents, so the vampire is going to get right in a way. Pluses. That is a triangle. We've got nothing else out on the board. Oh, vampire. Right, so that's that. We've done gate, we've done the monster, we've done the clue, we've done the monster movement. So we have Big Storm Sweeps Arkham headline. All monsters in the sky and outskirts are returned to the cup. What about the bloody downtown streets? So... we've got none in the sky, we've got none in the outskirts. Oh. Well, that's poo, is what I think about where that bloody vampire is. Has she got a dark cloak? I think she's got the dark cloak, Carolyn. But with only 3 movement, she's not going to have a hell of a lot of sneak. We'll have to have a think. Right, anyway. We've got other problems. Oh, got other problems incoming. A reckoning. So easy to break. Each investigator that has a dark pact but does not currently have a blood pact loses 2 stamina. Well, there we go. There we go. This is how bad it can get. Fortunately, it's 2 stamina. But that means Akachi is now down to 1 stamina. And Sister Mary is down to 1 stamina. And Sister Mary is in a bloody other world. So she's going to have to go through another world with 1 stamina. As I said though, it wasn't going to last. We have been quite lucky. We've dodged the bullet on a few of these. One was bound to come in eventually. So... and it would be a stamina one. So we've now got 2 investigators on a single stamina. That is bad. Right, put that away. Put the deck away. Oh, dearie, dearie me. Right. Right, okay, so, yes, not a very good turn. The worst things about the turn were Akachi not closing that gate. Not closing that gate is appalling, because we've now got 5 gates open. Another 2 gates open, a game over. Simple as that. So she has to close that gate next turn. That's bad. She's got to stay alive next turn. She's got like 1 stamina left. Who else have we got? We've got Sister Mary on 1 stamina now. Oh, I don't think on those reckonings they can cast Flesh Ward. I don't think so. I'm just thinking now, because we're still in the Mythos phase, I could still do it, you know. any phase, cast an exhaust to ignore all stamina loss being dealt to you from one source. I'm going to check, because if that's right, they're both going to cast Flesh Ward. Won't be a second. Hello, I'm back. It looks like we can have a go. So both Systemary and Akachi have Flesh Ward. Now, it does say any phase, so it can be used now. Cast an exhaust to ignore all stamina loss being dealt to you from one source. There is no mention of combat. Doesn't have to be combat. So it's going to cost 1 sanity for each of them to have a go at it, but it's got to be worth it because knocking around with 1 stamina is just grim. Casting modifier is -2. So we'll do Systemary first because she's the first player. She's blessed as well, which helps. So let's have a look. Her law is currently 4. So that will mean that she gets two blessed dice. Is there anything else that helps her? Expert occultist. So we can exhaust to re-roll the check. So Systemary, she passes anyway, so that's brilliant. So she's passed. So she's going to spend 1 sanity to cast the spell, obviously, and she stops that stamina loss from one source, hence the Reckoning card. Next up is Akachi. She's got 5, so she'll get 3 dice, but she isn't blessed. Let's spend a sanity. That puts her down to 4 sanity. And come on, we need a success. We do not need crapness like you rolled in trying to shut the gate. A 6. Yes. Right, so she stops it as well. So, woohoo! Thank God I remembered that in time. So, Flesh Ward has come to the aid of both Systemary and Akachi. They both have a Flesh Ward spell, so they could both cast it. Foo! So, rather than costing us 2 stamina, that little escapade, it only cost us 1 sanity each. Ooh, tell you what else it's done. That is 2 more. It would be 2 of these onto the rumour because we casted 2 spells. Did we cast any other spells? I don't think we did we? No, don't think we casted any other spells. So this would be 2 of these on here for the 2 spells, but we have to take 1 away because we had the gate open. So we've got 4 clue tokens on the rumour. If it gets to 6, we complete it. If it goes to 0, then it fails. But what we're going to try and do is we're going to try and keep it going. But it's currently on 4 clue tokens. So, again, we dodged a bit of a bullet there. So not quite as bad a turn as I thought it was going to be. But it's still pretty bad in that Akachi has failed to shut that gate. If only she'd rolled that 6 when bloody... But never mind. Mind you, that wouldn't have helped. She needs 2 successes, so... Damn it. Yep, that's it. First player next turn will be Akachi. Hopefully she can shut the bloody gate next turn. Then it'll be Carolyn Fern, and we've got this vampire. We're going to have to think of something. Sticking in the Bank of Arkham until it disappears is not a good strategy. So it just means we're an investigator down. So I think she's really going to struggle to get past it as well. If Akachi had closed that gate, then Akachi could have gone up and killed it. But she's got to stay there to try and shut the gate. Systemary, she's in another world, she can't help. And Trish Scarborough, she's got a job in. She's got to come out at Waitley Farm and actually use the Elder Sign. So, unfortunately, Carolyn is stuck on her own with that vampire. So she's going to have to sort that out. Right, anyway, an action-packed turn. For all it didn't go all our way. And we've got some big problems. We've got 5 gates open, and we can only have 7 open before the Ancient One awakens. Just got to shut some gates. Come on. At least we will shut a gate next turn. we're guaranteed because we've got an elder sign, so we will be able to shut that Waitley farm gate. So that's good, at least. So, but other than that, so, oh, and we'll take a doom token off as well by sealing it with an elder sign. So we'll get back down to 4 again, but probably go back up to 5 when we pick the next Mythos card. And then we'll have another Reckoning card. Right, oh, so, not quite the walk in the park that the first 3 turns were. It's beginning to turn the screw now. Okay, anyway, I'm wittering on again, aren't I? Well, at least I didn't say anything stupid this time, like, oh, you shouldn't have a gate on a rumour. Good God. I've no idea what I was going on about there at the end of last turn. So, well, man, you know what they say, don't they? You are what you eat. I must have eaten something really stupid. So, of course you can have a gate opening on a rumour. I was getting mixed up. It's clues that you don't get on rumour cards. So, got mixed up there. Right, so that is it for turn 4 of Arkham Horror, A Deal with the Devil. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for all the views and for all the subscriptions, for all the hints and the tips, and for pointing out where I go wrong. Again, if you spotted anything this turn where I've cocked up, then by all means, please let me know and I will try and fix it. Other than that, thanks to everybody who's been to Board Game Links to upvote the site. That's very kind of you. Thanks very much. Nearly at 200 likes now. I'm amazed. But thank you very much for all of you that's done that. That's very nice of you. Thank you. And I hope you will join me for next turn. But until then, this is me, CatWeazle, signing off. Toodaloo.